Hello everyone, this is Money Mom. Welcome to the channel. Today I want to chat with you guys about 12 grocery tips you really either don't hear or don't hear that often. Let's get started and talk about it. And there's actually several of these I don't use. I actually kind of came up with the first one because this is something that is helping me. Number one, if you need to, go over budget if you find some deals that you don't think are going to come about again. That doesn't happen but maybe once or twice a year, but there's been times where I've come across things that maybe a manager forgot that he had. For example, this was years ago, but there was some ground beef that was like 75 cents a pound and it was 85, I think it was 85.20 or something like that. I don't remember exactly, but it was a phenomenal deal and I stocked up. So I would go over budget for a deal that was exceptional and I knew I was going to use the product. Number two, and I've been doing this one recently, I don't just go to grocery stores anymore. I check all the stores around me to see what kind of items they have on sale. For example, drugstores. Now, you can also go to ethnic stores, and I've done that a little bit, but I haven't purchased a whole lot there, but I know a friend of mine that purchases produce and tea from there. Surplus stores, we have one, but it's quite a ways away. And salvage stores. And we have one of those, but it is quite a ways away. Do you guys ever shop any other store besides grocery stores to get good deals? I want to hear about it in the comments below. Number three, get to know your managers and start asking for discounts. Start checking dates. See if boxes are banged up. You know, I saw some coffee that was marked down, but the bags were all torn and I just didn't feel really good about buying them and the markdown wasn't that good. But we can always ask for a discount and see what they have. Okay, number four, check all the clearance items and see if it's something your family will use. And with all of that, I want to mention this. I shop several different stores. I notice some stores are really good about having clearance and markdowns and other stores aren't. So get to know what stores have the best discounts and markdowns and when do they mark things down. Now, you might not always be able to get there. Sometimes it's kind of feast or famine, but take advantage of it if you can. Okay, number five, and sometimes I'm guilty of not doing this and I add up in my head, but it's really better if I use my phone or a calculator. That's not anything new, but I don't think a lot of people really do that and they just put things in the cart because when I notice that people seem to rush when they're grocery shopping. A lot of times people might have children with them and so they're just trying to get out of the store. But the thing is, if we take a little extra time, we could probably definitely save more money. Okay, number six, this is something I don't do. And part of it is, to be honest, since I broke my neck in 2022, my neck is, way better and I'm grateful. It's not broken anymore, but it doesn't bend to the same capacity it used to. But look at the very top shelf and look at the bottom shelf because there may be new products that you might be missing out on. I need to start doing that, which brings me to number seven, be open to trying new products and looking in different areas of the store. That's why being more open-minded. A lot of times we go in, we just get what we need, we want to get out of the store. But if we take a little more time, we might discover some better deals and better prices. Okay, number eight, I don't do this one, but you can download money-saving apps on your phone. Well, there is one I use for receipts, but I really don't have tons because I notice, I already use a lot of apps for work and I don't want to take up all my memory on my phone. Let me know if you guys use any money-saving apps. Okay, number nine, I just started doing this, making mock recipes for popular types of foods. I recently went to Catherine's Plates, wonderful YouTube channel. She does videos on mock recipes where she copies recipes from different restaurants, and I've been starting to make them, and it's amazing how much money you can save for that. Okay, another thing, and this one I know I do, I ignore a lot of the expiration and best by dates. I just use the smell test and see. I use expired food, and I don't have a problem with it, but I'm very cautious about how I do it. Okay, number 11, I haven't done this in a while, but I think it's a great idea. Have a food exchange with friends. Do it maybe once every 6 months or so. Have a bunch of friends over, have them bring food that they're not using, and exchange with people. This way the food doesn't go to waste. And then donate it, but you have to make sure it's not expired, to a food pantry. Last but not least, I'm a sample lady. I sample at different stores, a bunch of different stores now. I don't just do Target, I do Walmart, Neighborhood Walmart, Super Walmart, Target, Kroger, Tom Thumb, Albertsons. Check out different stores that offer samples and try different samples and learn about new products that way. And also get a little snack to eat while you're shopping. So these are some grocery saving tips that might help you. Which of these tips would you use? I want to hear about it in the comments below. That's all I have to say for now. Love you, appreciate you, and I hope to see you on tomorrow's video. Bye, everybody.